2nd of April, which is around 5 days out from my first show. So 5 days out from the IC Rookie show, which would be my first ever bodybuilding competition. Anyway, today I'm thinking to run a full day of prep, pretty much just what I'm going through every single day leading up to my bodybuilding show. So typically in the morning I like to have some digestive drink in the morning, just because when you're deep in prep, what I define is that digestion just goes to shit for some reason when you are on very low calorie intakes, and I'm getting regular constipation as well, which is not ideal, right? So I've been starting the morning a bit differently lately, by incorporating something like apple cider vinegar to aid in digestion, having it fasted in the morning 10 meals, and also in between my other meals as well, just to kind of help with digestion. And I also got back on the greens powder as well, which not only has added micronutrients, but also a nice fiber blend to help me go to the toilet there. But yeah, so typically I'll measure out around 10 grams or so of greens powder. So 11 grams. Cool. About 2 tablespoons, 10 mils. And then I'll do around 4,000 to 5,000 steps. Okay, so just on the treadmill right now, getting around 4,000 to 5,000 steps. I like to do this just fast in the morning. Just if I can knock out a half chunk of my step count for the day, I won't really have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Just kind of the logic there. And also today, because I do have work, I do want to make sure that I front load as much of a lot of the stuff that I can. So, you know, doing it fasting first thing in the morning is a good way to get that out of the way. Anyway, just wanted to talk about like leading up to show day, right? So my coach Michael and I have discussed, I guess, a protocol plan coming peak week. So we're going to trial basically a 2 to 3 day carb up. Well, not really trial, we've actually done it 2 times and it worked to the T. It was really successful. And the way we kind of done that to test it was on a meal by meal basis, just to see how my body responds to a certain level of carbs. Am I overspilling? Am I filling up nicely and tightening as well? So now that we have that protocol in place, we know exactly what to do coming actual peak week, which will start from Thursday in the afternoon, I believe. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, and I'm pretty excited to see what package we are going to bring onto stage. So just preparing meal number 1. So I just did 4,000 steps and now I'm ready to eat. Absolutely hungry. So just have 100 grams of zucchini, 1 piece of egg, and also in the air fryer I have 150 grams of raw weight chicken breast. So for seasonings, we have just salt here. So what I have here is just my salts being weighed out using a micro scale. Got some bulk nutrients for like $20 or so. I've been using this throughout prep, and every time I've been using that, I feel like a drug dealer weighing out my salts. Anyway, so I got 0.5 gram of light salt, which is a potassium-based salt, and I also got pink salt, which is a sodium-based salt. And I evenly distribute that across all my meals to ensure that my electrolyte balance is consistent across the entire day. So I found that really important, not only for hydration, but also for muscle contraction when I am also at the gym as well. So having that adequate electrolyte balance, for example, getting enough potassium, sodium, and magnesium becomes important. I also got water here as well. So I got a 2-liter bottle. Typically I have this 2 times a day, 4 liters per day, just so we can keep that consistent as well. Anyway, I'm not really using any like artificial sweeteners for peak week, just so that we remove any digestive disruptors. I'm gonna plate up my food and I'll chat to you guys soon. All right, so we have meal number 1, as I talked about earlier. So I just got some chicken, zucchini, 1 egg, and got some salt drizzled on that, or sprinkled on top. I'll put the macros and calories somewhere on the screen so that you guys can see the tally for the day. Anyway, very low carb, very low fat, and moderate protein. The idea of me keeping it low carb, especially early in the day, is so that I can prioritize most of my carbohydrates where I need it the most, which is going to be around my workout window. So usually I like to utilize most of my carbs around the workout window so that I can mentally push myself in the gym, but also maintain performance the best I can. That's what I just found worked for me personally. Yeah, typically I don't really have a big appetite in the morning. It's mostly towards the back end of the day. But yeah, gotta chow this down, take my morning supplements and zip on a little bit of water. See you at meal number 2. Okay, so just preparing my meal number 2. So we're actually changing it up a little bit today. So usually I would have 100 grams of cooked wet rice as my main carb source, but instead gonna have some rice cakes. Bit of crunch texture, definitely helps in prep. I feel like in prep it's not always the taste, it's the texture of things, and just biting into something crunchy is just satisfying in general. It is pretty cold right now, mild weather, stepping into autumn, it's been really bad. Or maybe because I'm in prep, I'm not eating a lot of food, and I'm losing weight. Probably that's why I'm really cold 24/7. Just running through my meals, so I got 100 grams of lettuce, and 100 grams of cucumber, which I peeled the skin off just to avoid any digestive issues. And I got 250 grams of chicken breast raw. And then what I have here is the same thing, like 1.5 grams of pink salt, half a gram of white salt, and some mixed herbs in there as well. And then as my replacement carb source, got some rice cakes, which I will put 35 grams, which should be the equivalent macros, 100 grams of cooked wet rice. I'm excited for this because it's going to be entirely texture. Hopefully it's a lot of volume as well, so I can have more of it. 35 grams, a little bit more. So on the dot there, 35 grams should be equivalent to 100 grams of cooked weight. I'm going to chow this down. I'll put the macros up on screen, and yeah, I'll see you at meal number 3. Such a weird combo, but I put cinnamon on my rice cakes and mixed salads here. It's actually really good. I don't know if I'm just crazy because I'm in prep, but I feel like when you're in prep, you just appreciate food even more. Like I literally could put anything on my food right now. Like even just salt and rice tastes so good. But yeah, cinnamon, rice cakes, or even cinnamon on plain rice, so good. I'm gonna regret saying this when I'm on my off season. But yeah, prep cravings are real. Alright, so just making my pre-workout meal here. So just got some oats cooking up in the microwave. And then I'll typically top it with some whey, some flax seeds for a bit of fiber, 50 grams of banana, strawberries, dark chocolate. Now when I do make my oats, especially when I am dieting on low calories and I don't know how much carbs to really eat, I do like to put a ton of water when I'm cooking it up just so it's more volume. I feel like it just helps mentally and psychologically as well. Anyway, I'm just gonna make this meal and I'll chat to you guys. There we have it, guys. 60 grams of oats. We got 100 grams of strawberries, 50 grams of banana, 10 grams of flax seeds, 20 grams of dark chocolate. So I like to have this meal typically 1 hour before I train. I'm training a pull session tonight, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm nice and filled up with carbs before I go in. This is probably like my most favorite meal to have before going to the gym. It just puts me in a mood to push myself. All right, first bite, let's do it. Oh, good. Anyway, see you at the pull session. Motherfucking ass. Alright guys, so this is post-workout meal, the final meal of the day. So I have 100 grams of pineapple, handful of spinach, and 200 grams of excellent ground beef. And yet again, just got some rice cakes, which is 22 grams. Gonna make like a taco out of this. In prep, you don't really have much choice anyway, so yeah, just gonna enjoy this meal. Alright guys, so it's actually the next day right now. I actually forgot to film the outro just because I fell asleep right after that last meal there. But anyway, that pretty much tops off the full day of prep, full day of eating, and just typically what I'll do in the day as well. But yeah, feeling pretty excited. Coming peak week, I might actually film going through just what I do, especially when it comes to peak, and also coming show day as well. If you enjoy this type of video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment below. See you later.